Hello everyone. Today we have with us here Dr. Udani. He is the Director General at CVM University, Anand, and he will be talking with us today. Hello, sir.
Yes, good afternoon, Sakal.
Yes, sir. So please give a brief introduction of yourself and then we'll start with the questions.
Okay. So my name is Professor Dr. Praful Udani. I had worked for 30 years at ISRO Space Application Center, Ahmedabad. Then I took a voluntary retirement in 2013. Then joined in a CVM Institute, ISTA, a PG institute, accredited NAC A grade. Worked here as a director for 5 years. Then I moved to Rajasthan and worked for 2 years as a vice chancellor in a private university. Then recently, from 1st January, again I am back to the CVM group. And now, when I left CVM, at that time CVM was not a university. And now CVM is a university, a young university, established in 2009. So my long career is in research and development, 30 years probably in research and development, and then 5 years as a director of a PG institute and 2 years as a vice chancellor. So my tenure in academic is almost 7 years and 30 years in research and development.
Sir, you have been connected to education sector for a long time. What keeps you connected with the education sector?
So, as I said, 30 years in research and development and then 7 years in academic. Purpose of academic is also research, teaching, and then extension services. If you compare India with respect to other continents or countries, we have 1,000 universities, 50,000 institutions, an enrollment of 3.7 crore. In recently announced new education policy, we are targeting enrollment of 50%, and by that time, number of educational institutions also will grow. So, Indian education system, particularly higher education system, is a very vibrant education system. And now, in a digital era, opportunity will be there for many players. Not only the people who are running institutions and colleges in a brick and mortar setup. Lot of investment will come in a IT technology, blended learning, and opportunity will grow like anything. In a brick and mortar, yes, you have boundaries, but when you switch out to the digital learning, that is what it has happened recently, boundaries are lost. And if you have good expertise in any discipline, your clients can be across the world. So probably in the next 5 to 10 years, the way new education policy is announced, probably India will be leading not only in a academic but also in a research arena, and that is what attracting many in the education sector, many to education sector. So education sector of country is very vibrant.
Sir, what do you think your rules and responsibilities are towards the students and the university?
Say, when student is joining today in any higher education system, now affordability is not, everybody is counting what is my return of investment, because it's hard-earned money. Purpose of education is not to groom him for a job. The purpose of higher education is to make him aware about himself and then holistic development. So now in a market-driven economy, the return of investment is also a very prime parameter when a student is taking admission in either an engineering program or management program. So first responsibility towards student community is a rigor teaching learning process. You require 3 types of ingredient in a student if he is to be ready for a job market: knowledge, skill, and attitude. So if your classroom teaching learning is rigor and curriculum is also industry connected and rigor, then first criteria is met in classroom itself. So you imparted a knowledge. Then next is a skill. So we have a ultra modern laboratories in each and every engineering college, science colleges. So enough training is given in laboratories, and students are groomed in laboratory skills also. And then third criteria is attitude. So that we are promoting there for leadership qualities. We have a career development center in the university. Repeatedly, we are planning many courses for students, UG, PG, both. Spoken English, communication skill, and when they are participating in club activities, they are groomed for leadership qualities. and we give freedom to them, right from the planning of budget, how they want to conduct the club activities. Freedom is given to the student community. So three things which is required by the industry today. The students should be well equipped in all three criteria: knowledge, skill, and attitude. And these are the three things we are regularly imparting to a student. And as a result, placement scenario is also very good.
Sir, what was the vision for the institute when you came to CVM, and how do you plan on achieving the vision and the goals?
So, CVM University started just last year, but this group was established way back, 60 years back this group was established, and inspiration was driven from late Sardar Bhai Patel. Then it was under leadership of a then finance minister H.M. Patel Saab, and we have today a large academic vibrancy. In a university, we have 90 constituent colleges, 3 engineering colleges, science colleges, management colleges, and most of these colleges are NAAC accredited A grade, and if it is engineering colleges, they are NAB accredited. So before I joined here, a lot of things already been done, but now as a university, we have to promote a university as a brand. As an individual institute, whether it is a I-Star or a GSET, these are all our constituent colleges. They are well respected in a student community, and by organic way, we are getting a student admission. We are able to attract good faculty also. But now it is converted into university. So vision for university is, right now we have 9,000 students in university. Within a short time frame, we are planning to reach 15,000 student strength. We have a 600 faculty team. That also probably within a 10 years time, we are planning that the faculty team also should be strengthened. And now across the world, what is being discussed at the World Education Forum in Davos, the most of the jobs will be available in a new age areas, whether it is artificial intelligence, machine learning, robotics, then IoT. So these are the new courses we are planning, and all seminars and webinars also we are conducting in the same discipline. So these are the disciplines we are creating a capability, creating expertise, and then once we have taught this new discipline and then jobs are provided according to the student, they will work as an ambassador for us, and I'm sure and definitely will be reaching in a western region among first 10 position within a 5 years time frame. That is the vision for a CVM University.
Sir, so where do you see CVM University in after 10 years?
After 10 years is a very long time period, but definitely the journey was started, CVM journey was started 56 years back, and we have reached many milestones. But now we have to keep up pace with how world is moving, and as I said in a previous question and answer, our focus would be IT and IT-enabled services and IT-allied courses. But in Gujarat, if I tell you particularly, Gujarat is dominated by pharma sector and manufacturing sector. So we have a strong faculty team in science also and in engineering also in a pharma sector. I give you example of one of the institute that is I-Star, where I worked as a director for 5 years. We have a program in a chemical discipline, a surface coating technology program for 2 years. Entire 2 years, we are teaching students how paint is prepared, how material is being sourced, then how paint is prepared, what are the properties of paint, and directly the passing out students are ready for the industry. Another similar program is industrial chemistry, a program you must not have heard about it also, a valuation in plant and machinery, valuation in real estate. So right from the inception, such programs are planned and which are not probably conducted across the country. Master of Valuation program, then a surface coating technology program, industrial hygiene and safety. So safety standard we have, but we do not have hygiene standard. So we have a 2-year program in industrial hygiene and safety, and government has given a recognition to our program. If you are passed out of a hygiene program, and then you are eligible to do all kind of auditing within 2 years time frame. So novelty in a curriculum offering, novelty in terms of a subject variety, And in 19 constituent colleges, we have a management, we have pharmacy, we have science, and we have everything.
Sir, how do you tend to establish a healthy environment in your university?
Say, university has many stakeholders. Your first stakeholders are your student community. So whatever requirement of the student community, that is the prime focus, and you have to meet the requirement. Whether it is related to study, and we have many residential program. So how they are getting facility in hostels. And then when you come to the university, you have a staff community, you have teaching staff, you have non-teaching staff. Then you have stakeholders in terms of alumni, you have stakeholders in terms of industry interface. So we are very serious about keeping in touch and maintaining a healthy relationship with our recruiting agencies, with guest faculty whom we are inviting so frequently, then all service provider, and we have a democratic kind of atmosphere in university. So though it is a private self-financed university, but there is a difference. A self-financed university which is promoted by a private trust, rules and regulations are different. But CVM is not a private trust, CVM is a public trust, a well-reputed public trust. So most of our policies and procedures are as it is in government. So that is the prime focus or driving, that you have a healthy relationship. You cannot behave in a autocratic way in a self-finance institute if it is being managed by a public trust. So we are just like though self-finance, but our norms and rules and regulations are as followed by the government institutions. So that is our plus point, being a self-finance.
Sir, what are some of the things you might want people to know about your university?
Say, constituent colleges are well established. Okay, from some institutions were established 10 years back, some were established 20 years back, but university is young. Now we have to brand CVM as a university. So for that purpose, we have certain strategic planning also. Just like give you example regarding internship. Previously, most of our students, maybe from engineering colleges or science colleges, management colleges, they were doing internship in local areas. Now we are targeting them where you have to go for internship across the country, so that across country a brand image is created. Even in a faculty development program, we are promoting our faculty to join somewhere. A program is conducted in Karnataka, program is conducted in Northeast region, program conducted in a Delhi territory or a South territory, and even our faculty will be joining industry across the country. So this is the way, we believe in organic way. Putting a advertisement in a newspaper and spending money is not a task, it's a 5-minute job. You have money and you put advertisement in newspaper and people will look at it. That is not the organic way. We believe in organic. Our student will be going for internship across the country. Faculty will be going across the country for participating in seminar and conferences. And we will see that recruitment also happens, student recruitment also happens across the country. Right now, being a Gujarat focus, most of our students are from local territories. But criteria for accreditation processes is asking for diversity. So now we will be looking for a good talented faculty also, and good student also recruited from across the country. So that is the way, organic way, we believe in branding the CVM University. And definitely we have a very good team. Management is supporting. We have an experienced, committed faculty team. And definitely whatever we have planned and there is a vision laid out, we'll be able to achieve our result.
Sir, what are the plans for marketing and administration of your university?
See, as I said, marketing and administration, same thing again I will repeat. We have a organic growth. If somebody has studied in our engineering college for 4 years, he is happy. So by mouth-to-mouth publicity will tell, if somebody has to do engineering program, we have a GSET engineering college, please you join GSET engineering college. If somebody has to do a PG program in science, we have iStar, which is the ranked number 1 in Gujarat. So this is the organic way we are branding our image. But definitely now we have to reach out across the country. So whatever institutions we have established, whatever infrastructure we have established, that we have to create awareness. Say, probably CVM today our investment must be around 200 crore. So it's not a small number. So 200 crore is a very big investment. And as of today, we have 9,000 students. And we will be reaching 15,000 students very soon. And even management has a plan to pumping or planning of investment of another 150 crore in the next 10 years. But yes, now we have to reach out outside Gujarat, not only for the student recruitment, also for drawing talent and also inviting industry pan-India so that we can have a facility of their own labs on their research institutions here. Now my focus area would be, by and large, students are going for an internship in research institutions in industry. But what is not tapped in the country, we are fortunate that we have a global in-house centers working in our country. Way back in 1985, a Texas Instrument has established only one research center in Bangalore. Only one research center in 1985. Today, across the world, there are 3,000 plus research centers working across the world. Out of the 3,000 number, 1,500 global in-house research centers are working in our country. And they are developing engineering product, they are developing product for all big multinational companies. So now our focus area is students should go for an internship in these GICs. Faculty should get involved with GICs. Okay, research and development organization is one stream, one linkage. But what we want to open up the linkage, that is my personal agenda for the next 2 years, we have a close interaction with the all global in-house research centers. And they are top brand and valued and respected across the world. So if our students are recruited there, our students are going there for internship, and we are inviting research scientists or who is who in these GICs to our own campus. That is the target now. Research and development organization is fine, industry is also fine, IT company is also fine. But now focus area is targeting a close linkage with global in-house centers. And as I said, 1,500 across the country. Unfortunately, in Gujarat, we have a little presence in Ahmedabad and Baroda, but definitely Pune, you have automatic component, you have IT component. If you go to Delhi, it is media dominant, and somewhere it is manufacturing. But this is the talent pool. And today, probably we have 1 million employed in these GICs. And if I tell you, CVM was established way back, 50, 60 years back. Today, if I count the number of alumni, probably we have 10 lakh students who have passed out from this CVM group. So it is a very difficult task for somebody to achieve. Maybe after 10 years also, the repeated institution. Already we are sitting on this platform. So now we have to take a jump. Already our leadership have created this platform. Yet 10 lakhs alumni is not a simple task. And 200 crore of investment done by the CVM group. In pipeline, another 150 crore. Absolutely. And we are planning for outreach. In Gujarat, we are well established. No worry. We are not worried about admission process also. Our organic growth is very good. But still, in today's world, we are sitting somewhere in Gujarat, and people should know in South India what is CVM, what are the institutions of CVM, what is their offering. We have enough facilities for hostel for the student, and we have enough accommodation for our staff faculty. And you must have traveled in Vidyanagar, so it's a comfortable green zone. Travel time is less, no pollution, peaceful environment, and a lot of hustle-free accommodation, hustle-free your lifestyle. And this year, probably within 5-6 kilometers.
Yes, sir.
There are a lot of institutions, and probably across India, you don't have this kind of vibrancy, academic vibrancy anywhere in the country.
Sir, so my next question would be, how do you approach the curriculum of your university in such a way that you keep the academia close to the industry?
Say, what I am planning, and already I have started my job, we have an engineering program, and we are conducting a BTech and BE program in computer science. We have a MSc computer science, and we have a BCA also. So discipline is same, but there are compartments. Okay, few programs are conducted under engineering college, few are conducted under management program, and few are conducted under science program. So we want to now create a one team. So very first target is a curriculum integration, so that we can have a seamless same curriculum across all disciplines wherever possible. Next target is a program integration. That is what new education policy is asking you. First of all, program integration is not possible. Try first of all a curriculum integration. The meaning of program integration I will explain in much in detail. We are planning that whenever a student is joining in an engineering institution, okay, yes, then after doing a 4-year program, again he is going for a 2-year program and doing management. And that is not our philosophy. We have a strong management team. We have a strong design team. So now very soon we are going to restructure our academic. 60% will be hardcore engineering, 20% can be management, and 20% can be design. Somebody can opt for a 60% engineering, 40% management, 60% engineering, 40% design. So passing out student, he does not have to do any further skilling. So when he is graduating from engineering institute, required 7 or 8 courses of management, he has already studied. If somebody is not interested in management, 7 or 8 courses of design probably he has already studied. So we are saving lot of time and energy of a student community, and that this kind of a new initiative, which is unique, probably will definitely give a dividend and result very soon. Probably you must not have heard about.
Yes, sir.
In engineering program, you have 20% of management courses and 20% of design courses, which can lead to 20 to 40 also, and there is no need to do the management.
Yes, sir.
So you are saving 2 years time, and the return of investment start very soon. So curriculum integration is first target. Next target is a program integration, that is within the CUM institutions, and then definitely international collaboration will go for, GIC collaboration will go for, and our students and faculty will be fanning out across the country by way of participation, internship, or maybe faculty development program, paper presentation. So this is the target. Within 3 years time frame, the CVM will be a brand across country.
Sir, lastly, I would like to ask you, are there any suggestions that you would like to give to the current youth and the aspiring students?
Say, when we had passed out from university, and the current youth is knowledgeable youth, and digital technology available, and whatever knowledge or information he has to acquire is a click away. What is missing in current youth is they are too much focused on a social media, and experience-based learning should be targeted. Because you had asked for the guidance or suggestions, I am just telling. But higher education is not a school education. In higher education, they have to realize about their own strength and own potential. They have to understand their own identity, in which profession they are suitable. And definitely, whatever been spelled out in a new education policy, and when it was launched by our Honorable Prime Minister Modi Sahab, he had said 5 C's. These are well written in our education policy. First of all, a curiosity should be created in students' mind. Once curiosity is created, then he will think about creativity, and then he will think about critical thinking, then collaboration, and then communication. So if current generation focuses on 5 C's and whatever been spelled out in new education policy, accordingly, if they plan their careers now in future, probably we will not be able to design a syllabus or course for them. They will be able to design their own degree. These are my major, this is my minor, and accordingly I will be taking my own degree. So they have a lot of freedom and a lot of flexibility will be given. So the choices were available to us 30-40 years back, and kind of freedom and choices available today. And now after new education policy, now student has all the freedom. So young generation is more smart, and country is also well recognized today. We are in a radar of international scenario, and ASEAN countries will be dominating for the next decade, and already it is started happening. So anyway, this is the lean phase. Our economy is not going up to that level, but future is for Asian country, and nobody can ignore India. Considering 130 crore population, the kind of vibrancy in academics we have, kind of vibrancy in industry we have, the young generation have enough opportunity, 10 times more opportunity than what was offered 10 to 30 years back. But yes, they need to stay focused. If you want to go to Delhi, and if you travel in direction of Bombay, you will never reach to Delhi. So they have to identify which is their target, and they have to move along the same target. They need not be deviated by any external factor. If they plan career according to the new education policy and remain focused, I think success definitely will be there. If not today, it will be tomorrow. And now we are not preparing students for next job. As I said, 30 years I was in ISRO. But now students will be doing a 2-3 years job in one industry, then another 2-3 years job in another industry. So during your professional career, probably they'll be changing 10 jobs. So what they need to do is sharpen the skill of a quick learning and lifelong learning. So if they remain motivated throughout their career, the quick learning processes and motivated for continuous learning, I think nobody can stop today's youth. And if India has to reach 5 trillion mark by 2024, only our youth will be the delivery vehicle, and definitely they will be able to do it.
Yes, sir, definitely. So, sir, thank you for the insightful interview. It was great talking to you.
Yeah, definitely, it is my pleasure that you have given a platform, and by this platform, I have conveyed my ideas about CVM and about what is our planning for the future planning. And definitely, directly, this interaction is not there for the student community, but you will provide a tool to us so that we will be able to reach indirectly to a larger audience. So, I must congratulate you for doing this exercise for the student community, and my pleasure also to interact with you. So, thank you very much, College Dunia. You are doing a wonderful job, and maybe after 6 months, I will call you again. As I said, I have taken this charge in 1st January. But then also, once you ask me, immediately I agreed to give you interview. But anyway, after 6 months you will come, I will give more information.
Yes, sir, definitely.